love these guys. We've been so blessed to have all these special guests tonight. And I would name them all if I had the time, but and I don't want to diminish their contribution by any stretch of the imagination, but I do want to say our next guest on this next song is someone I've been looking forward to playing with for actually, I'm embarrassing again, I'm going to reference the age thing, like over a decade and a half. Yes, I'm that old. Thanks. His name is Gabriel Wallace, dear friend, and well, I think he has something to say about this.
Sure, I have something to say. Hi, Tim. I didn't know you were 15 already.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I guess since I'm standing here, I'll just introduce myself a little, and most of you probably know me from the band Mahjong. Did you mention that?
Sorry, I didn't mention that. Does anybody know the name Mahjong? Okay, sounds about like about 8 of you.
Actually played this very venue a few times when it was at a different location back in the day, and
sorry to interrupt. Could I ask them something really quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I heard 8 of you, but I'm going to ask again, and please, everyone who's heard the name Mahjong, say something when I ask this question. Who's heard of Mahjong? See, now I think some of you are lying. Well, anyway, they're big, and anyway, go on. Sorry.
Well, anyway, I haven't been with that band for a couple years now, and just this is kind of a special night for me because, like as Tim said, this collaboration's been in the works for a while, and I've been kind of staying out of the local music scene for a few years and kind of laying low and just kind of rethinking what I wanted to do, both musically and artistically, and I think that this is kind of the fruition of some of that deep thought I've been doing over the past few years. And I don't really like it when bands talk too much and make too much of a big setup, but I just feel like I should kind of communicate where I'm at or what's going on with this next song, so you'll have some context to be able to understand it in. Some of you have probably seen more recently my work with the Relevant Hairstyles. We just had a show at the MCA recently, and I guess before that our last show was the Gay Games closing ceremonies in 2000, dating myself again, 6, I think. But that's also kind of on the back burner. I've been helping Jeffrey Elaine Schatzenberger do his performance piece, The Victim. And that's been going on for about 3 years. And we actually have a show coming up this Thursday at the Hideout. Tim is actually going to be playing, you're doing your piano thing before that show. So we hope to see you all there.
Thanks.
We think it's going to be a good career move. There's some flyers for that show back on the merchandise table if you guys want to check them out. I should get set.
You didn't. I thought you did that already.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a little out of practice here. I mean, just with the whole being on stage and remembering what to do. Thanks. Now I like to sweat a little. Is this one Well, anyway.
Rock and roll, right?
Okay. We should get on with it, right?
I don't know, should we get on with it?
Hang on, I need a pick, sorry. Count me off again, will you? I'm sorry. I don't know why I have this jacket on. It's like really hot. Please forgive me. 15 years is right, and I should probably explain a little more about how this came to be while we're getting all set up. The first time I saw Cheer Accident was actually 1994. We figured this out before tonight's show. And, well, no, that wasn't the first time I saw Cheer Accident. I guess that was the first time I saw Tim play drums. He was playing drums in You Fantastic, and I lived in St. Louis at the time, that's where I'm from, and I caught their set at Cicero's, and it wasn't really my thing, but I really, you know, had a great amount of respect for his drumming. I mean, it blew me away, and then it wasn't until hey, bear with us, come on. It wasn't until a couple years later. Again, I understand, but it's... Okay. We're gonna do the song, but just, you'll be glad once, if I say what I need to say, you'll be glad. When you hear the song, it'll make more sense. But I finally saw Cheer Accident in 1996 at the Fireside Bowl, and this is just like gonna have some emotional resonance when we actually get around to playing the song. I feel like some of you guys were probably there.
I wonder how we'll get around to playing the song.
Well, I mean, you suggested, Tim, that I like sort of set it up a little. And
I think it's been set up. I mean, I don't want to trounce on your whatever here, but I mean, I think they seem ready. I didn't mean to.
No, okay. No, it's fine. No, it's. Let me just finish this one little nugget because this is gonna make sense when you guys hear it. Some of these guys remember. Some of you guys probably remember this show at the Fireside in March '96. This is the bill. It was Cheer Accident, Apocalypse, Hoboken, No Empathy, and Sidekick Kato. And the band I was in at the time was playing, they did like the split bill where there was an early show and a late show, and I was on the early show, and I'm really thankful I stayed for the late show. The band I was in was like, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, a John Cougar Mellencamp cover band called Scarecrow. We did these stupid, snotty, like pop-punk versions of John Cougar songs. And they put us on the bill with a band called John Cougar Concentration Camp, which was a snotty pop-punk band that did no John Cougar Mellencamp song. And we did not get along with them at all. And that was actually, I was just playing bass for these guys, and it was definitely just for the money, but... The thing is, it turned out to be our last tour. What's going on? Yeah. Anyway, when I did end up seeing Cheer Accident later that night, they just totally blew me away. Like, I just realized that this is the same guy I'd seen 2 years before, and that this was like kind of the music had in my head that they maybe made somewhere, and it just, probably a lot of you guys have had experiences like that with seeing Cheer Accident and just feeling like they were speaking to some deep thing inside you, because I did, and I feel like I'm really lucky to be up here now, getting to share that with you. So I picked up their CD that night, Babies Shouldn't Smoke, which at the time was their news.
You're literally out of time.
What was that?
Who's telling?
Say that again.
You guys are literally out of time.
We're out of time? This
is not going to take that long. It's just going to take like another second.
Yeah, this version that we're about to do is it's a lot shorter than the version that's on the CD. It's like a truncated. It's like 2 minutes. Do we have 2 minutes?
Yeah. I'm sure we. Well, we're just gonna do this. We can do the short version. I'm sure the Sleepy Time guys won't mind. We are probably cutting into their set time a little, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Actually, while I'm on the subject, I want to thank Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum for just giving us a chance to do this show. And then, I mean, I've seen them a few times, and I kind of had mixed feelings at first, and I just feel like, listening to their CDs a lot since then, I'm really excited to see what they have to offer tonight. Well, while we're waiting for Jeff and those guys to come back, I want to
Well, let's do it.
We've definitely done free music before, so.
I don't know what's going on with Jeff. We might have to do like some sort of unplugged version or something. I don't know.
Well, let's just go ahead and start. Let's do this song without the guitar.